Podcast. My name is BJ.
This is Mike.
This is weird. Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Brian. Because I see yeah. We're doing live camera, so this is weird, but this is Brian. It's happening, everybody. We all can see each other. The three of us can see each other now. Damn.
You got stage fright.
Yeah, dog.
Fuck, I didn't know B was black. I thought you were white, dog.
I'm really black, dog.
Newsflash.
Oh man, that shit was great. But what's up, man? It's been a little while. We tried. Last week, Mike left us hanging. No, I'm just kidding.
I told you guys I was home. Spence, I didn't text you guys and say that. I think you said something. I was just waiting for B to hit back, and
I took a nap waiting on you, Mike. Honestly.
I was home early, man.
Yeah, I was like, let me see when Mike's ready. I'm gonna take a nap before he's ready.
Man, I had my fucking podcast glasses, my podcast gloves, my clothes on. I was ready to go. I'm like, where's the podcast?
Well, tomorrow, it would have been a shit show anyways, because Google or YouTube is taking down our way of us podcasting. So we had to scramble and find a new one. Thanks to B, he found this one. So
yeah, I just found it like 30 minutes ago.
ITB.
ITB. You need your IT.
ITB.
Yeah, if my degree's still fucking valid.
In good standing.
Well, the school closed down, I think, about a
couple years ago.
4 or 5 months after I graduated.
Oh shit! Well,
man, we were Upland still.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it's documented somewhere, right?
Yeah, it should.
Close that shit.
I put my time and my sweat in that fucking school, man.
Yeah. But like you said,
they're gonna name it after me. Watch.
Brent J.U. BJU.
BJU.
Brent Jerome.
BJRU.
Brent Jerome University.
But fellas,
what up?
What's up with this heat, man? It is fucking hot.
It's hot.
Man, in the mornings it's not bad. Like when I leave for work, it's like, in the 40s. It's like in the late 50s, early 60s, and then it just fucking goes to 104. It's like, damn.
Well, you're in the attic, so I understand you being super
I'm talking about here, man. Like,
yeah.
I left Laguna, and Laguna was like 71. Get on the 241.
Really?
Once I hit the 91, that shit went from like 71 to like 104. I was like, fuck, man. But yeah, no, I ain't lying. I can't wait for fall, little winter. I can't wait to get the hoodie back. I love winter. Summer's
Summer hasn't even started yet, man.
Get the fuck out of here. Summer's almost.
Well, I know that, but it's barely coming, man. It's gonna be hot.
That fucking groundhog showed up, man. That groundhog showed up, and they said that summer was. Oh no, that's spring. Oops.
Damn, summer, jump right over summer, man.
Summer is it's just long, man.
It's just hot. That's all.
Yeah, it's getting there, dude. But you know what's coming up soon? We'll talk about sports in a little bit. We got some sports, we got some movies, we got music, and of course we got our picks at the end. So that's how we'll do it. But main topic is, look, we're three gentlemen right here, okay? I got a boy. He's gonna be 12 this year. My boy, I'm not trying to say because he's my son, but he's a smart boy.
Yes, he is.
He's smart. He's my brains. And the one thing about my boy, which made my day, was he asked me straight up, "Daddy." I said, "What's that, babe?" He goes, "When you go to the bathroom, are you a?"
Oh, here we go. I know what you're gonna say.
He goes, "Daddy." I go, "Yes, Daddy." He goes, "Are you a?"
Hold on. These two things that he's gonna describe, both people do not know they exist. So go ahead. They don't know each other.
He goes, "Daddy, are you a shaker or are you a wiper?" And I go, "What?" He goes, "Are you a shaker or are you a wiper?" And I was like, "I'm a wiper, boy." He goes, "Okay, good, Daddy." I go, "Why?" He goes, "Because, man," he goes, "I see some of these guys, Daddy, when they go to the bathrooms and they shake their shit when they're not." He didn't say shit, but they shake their stuff. And he's like, "It gets all over the walls and shit." I was like, "Yeah."
Wait. Everybody's a shaker. I'm gonna say this.
No, man.
How do you do that in a public restroom?
You get a piece of toilet. Oh, wait.
That one. No, you don't. No, you don't.
Okay, no. If you're in the urinal, if you're in the
urinal, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
but
like if you're in the public,
I'm also not 10 years old where I always wanted to go into the fucking the whatever the stall to go to take a piss. You know.
Oh, I love a stall, man. Get my own privacy because there's some guys that like to look. You know, I'm like, hey.
You know, I don't pay attention.
I never seen no. I'm looking straight at the wall. No, I don't look down. You don't look down. You don't look at the wall. You look at the wall.
Focus, huh?
No, you don't look down.
You see when someone fucking wrote their name like I love Wanda and shit.
No,
so what are you? Are you guys shakers? Or are you guys wipers?
I'm a shaker. I never wipe my head to put it away.
You've never used toilet paper at the end to wipe after you're done peeing?
In a urinal? No.
How can you? I mean, I've done it before, but it's not like something that like I do. That's not where I thought this conversation was going. I have something else I'll bring up after this. But no,
that was my thing because he was cracking me up because he was laughing because the one day we went to Target. And I go, what's so funny? He goes, Daddy. He goes, this guy was crazy. I go, what do you mean? And he's like, look, I get it. You go to the bathroom. He goes, Daddy. He goes, he was like writing on the wall. It seemed like. I was like, no, you don't, because you got your friend. You have your family's restrooms too. You got to make it clean. You don't want to be all dirty and shit. But I'm a wiper, dog. It's like, hey, once you're done, you don't want that last drip.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, you don't want to follow the drip, But when it goes to like a pub, like when you go to a ball game and there's that long ass fucking trough and shit, yeah, I'll like just whip, go pee. I don't even fucking pay attention. I just look at the wall. I'm done. I do a little shimmy and then that's it.
See, I
don't carry toilet paper in my pocket.
You just dab it on the side of your jeans, back.
You know what I'm saying? But that was my subject because. But my boy is like me though. If he has to go the big bathroom, he will not use the handicap one. And I'm telling him, I'm Aiden. I go leg room, son. I go ever since I've been last 2 months I've been using the handicap one.
Well, he's small.
You lie. You texted me like 2 years ago. Like, hey, do you ever go to the handicap? I'm like, yeah, I do. You're like, yeah, we do. So I'm just saying, just started a bunch.
And then I stopped for a little bit.
Oh, you probably stopped after you yelled at that guy for texting.
Yeah, I probably did.
I always use the big one because my big ass legs, sometimes those things be too small. So I need room, man.
If I'm going to a public restroom, I'm honestly probably in trouble where I'm just grabbing whatever is closest by. Most of the time. But I will definitely go to the big one if it's there. Trust me. But it depends on how much of emergency we're talking about.
Yeah, and I've never seen nobody roll up when I got out of there in a wheelchair, just waiting for me to get out.
Nah, shit! I'd be like,
that's gonna happen though. It's gonna happen. That's the scary part.
Yeah,
it's like when.
Dude, I'll be like, gotta go.
Yeah, hey, gotta do it. But no, I use the dryer. I just whip it out and just dry it on the dryer. I just play the blower when you press it. You're like,
that's like a 3rd-degree burn, dog.
I know.
That's a sensitive spot.
No, but what I thought you were gonna say was a front or back wiper. You ever hear about this?
Oh, when you take a shit?
Yeah. Do you stand or a stand up wiper or a sit down wiper?
Stand up.
I'm a sit down, man.
Sit down wiper, dog.
Okay. Okay. See, there's a lot of people. This is the thing that people didn't even know existed. Like they didn't. I
didn't know existed.
Yeah, like people are like they only stand up, and why the fuck would you sit down to wipe?
Hey, grab me a beer.
No, you gotta sit down, man. You gotta try to break that toilet seat, basically. But you gotta try to do it.
Yeah, that's the way I mean, I used to be stand up. I used to be a stand up forever until I just by convenience I was sitting down doing it. Now I'm mostly always sitting down. You clean better when you sit though. That's my opinion.
To me, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm there too.
I feel like your butt cheeks are squeezed too tight when you stand up. You can't get everything,
Yep. You're able to access everything.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, it's all in front of you or below you, whatever.
You don't want no those little dingleberries flopping around.
Yeah, you don't want none of those. Man. So the next question is we got to ask Aiden. What is that? What is he on that?
I mean, you gotta be. That's only if you guys who have a hairy ass. I mean, I don't have a hairy ass, so you know what I'm saying.
Oh well, I got a hairy ass. I'm
Italian. I'm a bushwhack, dog.
Both of you guys are hairy ass bastards, though.
I'm a bushwhack, dog. You gotta mow my shit, dog. So I'm good. No, but it's funny though. It's like
bad part is that these hot ass summers when you mow that shit, and then that shit's sweating even worse. Oh man, hey,
I'll never do that.
Fucking, oh man, smooth crack, man.
I've shaved everything else on my body except for my ass because I'm like, hell no, that's just gonna be weird, man. All fucking throwing and shit. No, I'm good.
Done that shit, man. Fuck that. I've done that.
You shaved your legs though?
And I did that when I was in track. I
did it for football.
I have friends that they shave everything.
I've never shaved my legs.
I did it for my.
They're not even bad.
I did it for my one day at water polo.
I'm not that hairy of a guy. I don't think. I mean, I have hair on my arms and shit, but I'm not that hairy.
Yeah, I'm hairy, man. I got a whole special thing to shave my back and everything. It's got like a fucking arm and shit. It's like.
Is it like the 10-blade razor you got back there?
Yeah, no, not that one. I've seen that one. No, it's electronic. But it came with like a whole arm, like an elbow that you stick back there. Like able to that's the best invention, man.
That's funny.
Man, you get that one hair you miss in the back that's like fucking like 4 feet high. And
yeah,
shit,
it's like you got like a whole patch right here.
You got fucking wings and shit.
Fucking landing strip in the back.
You should go get a wax.
Hell yeah. No, I did not once, man. No. Yeah, it wasn't good. I mean, it lasted about like 6 months, but then once that shit came, like they always say, once you shave, it's gonna come. And I learned the hard way. I shaved in 8th grade, and then I was like, "Pop, you don't know what you're talking about." And then I'm like, "What the fuck is this?" You know?
Yeah.
But no, that was my thing, man. It was just I was just curious because obviously, he's the puberty's kicking in, and I just bought him deodorant again, and it's crazy, man. But we had that talk, and I was laughing. But then I'm like, man, see, back in the day, dog, there was never flushable wipes. There was baby wipes. There wasn't flushable wipes. Now we got flushable wipes, and now we got the ones that have like a little fucking ginger and mint fucking, for the chili bowl and shit. But
you know what? On those flushable wipes, you need to read that shit because it says 1.
Yep.
Says just you.
I'm putting like 6.
Trust me. I bought that for the office. Then I had to call a plumber, and that guy pulled out a fucking whole wad of these motherfuckers. And he's like, "Yeah, FYI, you're only supposed to use one."
Mike, you eating chicken? Is this?
Shit, you know what? I put that in that goddamn office. All these motherfuckers were using that shit, and they don't have no.
Oh yeah,
they didn't understand the etiquette of. Hey, it's just a
etiquette.
It's just a cleanup. It's not. You don't use it the whole goddamn fucking time. I think these motherfuckers were like.
They want that fresh booty though when they come out. Though.
It's that trick daddy, man. It's just one wipe, man. You're good to go.
One wipe.
That's where I learned. Hey, that's where I learned about baby wipes was trick daddy on Cribs.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. He's, from what I remember, was the first person that ever talked about using baby wipes.
I remember one of my ex-girlfriends I lived with had them. That's how I got hip to it. Well, she had them. I'm like, what the fuck are these? They're flushable wipes. I said, baby wipes? No, they're flushable wipes. I said,
oh yeah, this is before they were flushable.
I started using them. I was like, okay.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I was hooked.
But that was my topic, man. But yeah, that was crazy. I started laughing. And then because we always have to talk like jalapenos. What do jalapenos hurt the next day? And it's like, I don't know. It just happens. Like once it goes to your intestines, man, you're like, oh fuck.
It hurts going in. It hurts going out most of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got that. You got the alcohol shits. The alcohol shits gets rid of a headache. I realized that recently.
Alcohol shits.
Yeah, man. The day after, like if you're fucked up and the next day you gotta go to the bathroom and you just feel better afterwards, it's the alcohol shits.
Oh, I don't know. I usually have food shits. I don't know about alcohol shits. That's usually what I have.
But speaking of shits, man, so sports, you know what I'm saying? They're get the fuck out of Ohio, man. They got swept by Cleveland. They've been to Cleveland. They got the Reds. Fucking, we're pretty much done, dude. It kind of sucks, but Angels are out. Doyers are just on a fucking tear.
Hey, it's Trout's birthday today. 28.
Happy birthday, Mike. But Doyers swept the Cardinals. You guys, hell of a series against the Padres. That's just crazy, bro. You guys are balling.
Yeah, we came back. How much did we come back for to win that game?
Which one?
One
of the Padres, right? Yeah.
Sunday. It was we won 11-10.
Max Muncy. Well, you guys are looking good, bro. It's crazy. You guys made a couple small trades. The one, Negron James,
he's been doing good.
He's balling out.
No, he's a
second
baseman, shortstop, second baseman.
He's a rover.
Yeah, he goes to everything. He's been hitting pretty well. Yeah, Will Smith, lights out since they fucking put Barnesy to AAA. I wonder if he's pissed off, Barnes, right now. I wonder if he's upset.
Well, it's been too many years. They give him like 5 years. He's been there, and he's still kind of he's a backup.
Yeah,
he was there for Grandal. Who was before Grandal? It was
I don't remember.
AJ Ellis.
AJ Ellis, yes, it was AJ Ellis. Yeah,
okay, it was AJ Ellis. But yeah, there's only so many chances you got. There's some players that just can't. They're good backups, dude. And but if Will Smith is the guy, he's the guy. I mean, Russell Martin, I was happy to have you guys bring him back because he's always going to be a doyer.
Yeah, he's been hitting some home runs this past couple weeks.
Yeah, he slugged that the first one back. Yeah,
smashing, man.
Fucking Kershaw. I didn't know he was 11-2, man. I was like, God damn. No one's talking about him.
ERA's under 3. So
they're not talking about him. They're talking about DeGrom. They're talking about the Mets. They're talking about like it's weird. The Dodgers are hot, but they don't talk about Kershaw. They talk more about Ryu. And I get it. Ryu's he's having a great year. But don't forget, he's also a free agent after this year.
Oh, they're going to resign him. They're definitely going to resign Ryu.
How many more years does Kershaw have?
Oh, he just
signed that.
He has 4 or 5 more years now.
Okay.
He's going to be a Dodger for life. Oh, 4?
I'm trying to use this
brother man from the 5th flow. Like a Martin.
But we had some trades, man. You got them at the Astros. Honestly, well, hold on. Let me backtrack. Your reigning champs, who the Angels are going to go fucking play, are the reigning champs, the Red Sox. The reigning champs are the Red Sox. They've lost 8 out of 9. I didn't know that. And the Angels are coming to town. No, dude, Chris Sale, who was a beast, he's like 3-9. David Price is having ups. They're not having a good year. The Yankees are fucking oof, man. Yankees are good.
I think the Yankees are going to beat the Astros in the playoffs.
Keep an eye on the Twins. The Twins, which I like to see. It's been a long time.
Yeah,
it's a long time, man. The Twins are playing good ball. Astros got Garrett Cole. They got fucking Greinke. Greinke, even though he gave up 5 runs yesterday, he's still goofy as fuck, but he's gonna be there in the long run. It's gonna be interesting, man. But you guys, I think your biggest is gonna be, I think the Braves.
I ain't worried about them.
I ain't worried
about nothing.
I'm just saying the Braves.
I'm more worried about the AL teams than I am the NL teams. To be honest with you.
Yeah. Well, you guys do play the Yankees too next month. This month, you guys play the Yankees.
We do. Yankees are scary. Astros are scary. Those 2 teams I do not want to see. Those guys are scary right there.
You know what the best part is? You and I talk about this. I look at Mike. Mike's looking at those fish and shit. Look at them fish over there. Look at that dog park.
Oh god, that's so funny. That's so funny. You call me out because literally I'm tapping out right now, and I'm checking out some software to see if I can record this conversation. But yeah, that's so funny. Call me out.
That's the best part about this conversation. I'm looking at Mike. Mike's like, God damn, look at that fucking Sherwin-Williams on sale. I'll be damned.
No, that paint. Look at that paint.
Look at
that forest green. That's good forest green stroke right there. That Wagner paint color. But no, man, fucking, it's gonna be good, bro. Then obviously, football's tomorrow. Football's Friday. Football's Saturday. The boys. The Cowboys play. The Raiders play. I forgot who you guys play, actually.
Steelers.
I think you guys play the Rams.
Yeah, we're playing.
No, you guys don't put down. Okay, yeah, you guys are having the joint practice too. So yeah, but football starts tomorrow. Can't wait. Cowboys got the Niners on Saturday, so it'll be fun, man. It looks good. Watched our first episode of Hard Knocks. John Gruden is made for this. Fucking funnier and shit.
Yeah.
What happened?
No. I just knew he's perfect for that type of shit,
You can tell I was watching Hard Knocks yesterday that Gruden, he'll joke, but you can tell he's serious and he wants to say something
serious.
Something more like get your ass in here, or I have a feeling if AB fucks up, he's gonna be in AB's ass and AB's not gonna go for it.
It's gonna be like Keyshawn.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be like Keyshawn back in the day when Keyshawn got his face, man.
Yeah.
but it's different now because AB's got a lot of money.
Oh yeah, he does. That boy's paid.
Yeah, man. But you know what's funny though, dog? This motherfucker's got so much money. He spent like at least 30,000 on a fucking hot air balloon for like 15 minutes.
Who?
AB.
When you watch Hard Knocks, his first appearance, he gets on a hot air balloon in Napa to go to the fucking because he does that shit. He goes on helicopters. This year he went on a hot air balloon to go to the fucking training facility, and no one fucking saw him. One person took a photo of his ass. It was supposed to be the whole fucking people, but it was just it was. I'm like, dog, that was a waste of money. That's like $30,000 right there.
Damn, it cost that much for a ride?
I would probably say yeah, dude.
Damn.
But he's got that gold mustache, so you know.
I know, huh? Hey,
Yeah.
The greatness of the Raiders.
We're gonna do our fantasy again this year. It's gonna be fun. One of my guys, my former coworker, won it. I got second place, but I look forward to it. It's gonna be a lot more players, and it'll be exciting, man. Hopefully, we can get 10 people.
I'm going with a different strategy this time.
You're going quarterback first.
I'm going different. I'm going
with white guy instead.
You're picking defense first.
Yeah.
Tyler Lockett.
There you go. You know what I'm saying? Morris Claiborne, number 1 pick.
He gonna
Should be good.
He gonna dab it.
Nah.
Looking forward to.
We'll see. We'll see where I'm. It's depending. I'm always in the middle of the draft. I'm never towards the end or in the beginning. I'm always in the fucking middle. It pisses me off.
I'm gonna give you a tough question.
Okay.
All right. Because you know Mount Rushmore has 5 presidents.
I don't know any.
This is why I don't give a fuck about that. I don't give a fuck about the presidents.
Okay.
This is my question.
Yeah.
Who is your Mount Rushmore of quarterbacks? Who's your 5 greatest quarterbacks?
That I like, or I just think.
Who are the 5 greatest quarterbacks of all time?
Oh damn.
Let's see if we can at least agree.
Montana, Brady, Peyton Manning, John Elway, and
You know that Rushmore only had 4 presidents, though, right?
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's it.
I'm like, you're talking about 5, but it got nothing to do with.
That's right. Well, I'll
first the groundhog. Now this, man. Goddamn.
And then I'll give you.
Go again. Start over. I'm totally sorry.
Okay, it's Montana, Brady, Peyton Manning, John Elway.
Okay. Marino.
I'm going to pick Drew Brees over Marino. Ring.
Okay.
Plus his numbers. Yeah. He has better numbers than Marino. Already.
You did.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're pretty good on there. You're solid, at least on the 4. The last one.
Drew Brees is going to be the all-time leading. By the time he
gets done with everything. You missed one. You missed one, and I meant, but it's all good.
My boy Aikman?
Well, in my opinion.
My boy Aikman?
No.
Okay.
Favre? Yeah.
A little too wild.
But are you basing that off of just solid numbers? Or are you talking about also success too? So success means something, right?
Clutch.
You said Favre, Steve Young. Who else I missed?
Staubach.
Captain Comeback. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put him top 5 though. Well, he was so clutch though. He was so.
Yeah. Clutch. So okay. So Mike? What's yours?
See, I'm fine with listening to y'all.
Bo Jackson.
Okay.
I mean, he named 4 of them right off the bat. He named 4 of them right off the bat. Like that would be.
Todd Marinovich.
All right, so I'm gonna go.
We got
Moon. As much as I hate the fucker, who?
Quincy Carter.
I said Moon.
No. It's Brady, because every time you give Brady that like 2 minutes left and you're only up by 4, you're fucked.
Yeah.
I gotta go. Brady's gonna be. Brady and Montana to me are 1A and 1B, because Montana's never lost a fucking Super Bowl. So that's 1A and 1B. Number 2, it's because I'm biased, bro.
Are you
Number
going
2
in
is
order?
Aikman.
Are you going in order or just pick? I just picked top 5, not order. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So number 2 is going to be Aikman.
Yeah, but by that,
fuck.
Yeah, but by that, you're only picking Aikman because you're a fan of the Cowboys.
He's a Hall of Famer.
That's not what I said. Because you
created
said
Wingstop.
You just said you're gonna be biased.
He fucking bought. He made Wingstop. What the hell?
He highly invested in it. That's all.
Yes. Okay. No, I'm just saying Aikman was the most accurate quarterback.
Yeah, he was. He was one of the accurate quarterbacks of all time. Yes.
That's number 2.
Okay.
Number 3 for me it's Elway.
Okay.
Because he ran. He's a running quarterback.
Mm-hmm. Had a gun.
So elaborating why Elway. Because I wouldn't have exactly.
Because Elway is known for the drive. Elway was one of the first ever running quarterbacks, and he had a fucking gun, dude.
Yes, he did. His arm.
He had a great release. He was pigeon toe.
2 Super Bowl wins.
He owns fucking Crown. He owns Crown Toyota, Ontario.
No, yeah.
Fucking.
I gave him some money.
But no, in all fairness, though, he was clutch, dog. He was a quarterback you don't want to go up against.
No.
Now, number 4 for me, Favre.
Okay.
He was a wild child, but Favre was he played the Cowboys tough, man. And this is like me growing up and stuff. And then number 5, I know is Staubach.
You're leaving Peyton Manning out of that top 5 of quarterbacks?
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Because that last Super Bowl he didn't win it.
I don't care.
He won it as
okay. That's your top 5. That's your
Brady outbeat. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Brady outbeat him, but no, I think Peyton would be my 6. I left Drew Brees out too.
No, that's fine. Yeah.
But one of the guys that I love growing up watching that we don't ever talk about, Randall Cunningham.
No, I'll Warren Moon.
That's why I said I was saying Moon. You know, I always used to watch.
Cunningham was good.
Cunningham was the Michael Vick of back then. That's all he was.
And he punt. Remember that punt?
Yeah.
Remember that 70-yard punt?
Yeah.
I think I even remember that.
Yeah, I remember that. And
he was the first running quarterback. Him, Fran Tarkenton, and Elway.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I always thought he was. And then when he came back he was off that 1 year, and then he came back and just fucking lit it up with Minnesota.
Yeah, he did.
But
that was Randy's first year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was lighting.
He fucking killed us in the playoffs.
Who do you think was the worst quarterback that had the best success?
Trent Dilfer.
Hey!
Trent McNeely.
Won a Super Bowl because of his defense. He didn't do shit.
But booty. Yeah, he was booty, bro.
But was that just a one-time thing that was just like made him big, or what was that?
That was it.
He was a journeyman and got lucky because that year they had Tony Banks and they had Stoney Case as their quarterbacks, and they fucking rode with Trent Dilfer. And then the fucked up part is Ray Lewis was the MVP of that Super Bowl, and they wouldn't have him do the Disneyland thing because he was almost convicted of murder.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
They had Trent Dilfer stay.
Yeah,
I remember that they had Trent Dilfer, and everyone's like, "What the hell?"
Mm-hmm.
But even Trent Dilfer won't own up to that Super Bowl ring.
No.
And the only reason why I'm bringing this up was because obviously on First Take they brought up Kobe. They brought up Kobe Bryant, and there was some shit. And in my eyes, man, Kobe Bryant's one of the greatest players I've ever seen. You know, he's clutch. I know I'm switching sports here, but I'm just saying Kobe Bryant. He's not Michael Jordan, but Kobe Bryant in our lifetime was someone that if he's playing, you better keep an eye on him. You know?
Yeah.
You know. Oh shit! I clicked it up. Look, from 2010 to whenever Kobe retired, he wasn't the from the 2000 to 2010 Kobe. That's when he was his best in that time frame. But if you go from 2010, when did he retire? 2016? I think he retired in 2000.
We were in Upland, so
were we? I thought it was 2016. I don't know.
No.
It was the end of 2016. So I think we just moved, about to move. He hurt his Achilles, messed up, had a labrum shoulder, kept him out. He was still solid in the beginning of the decade. I would give him 13 was right for him. But what Max Kellerman was talking about, that he shouldn't be on no list, I'm like, Max Kellerman does not like Kobe. When he used to be on radio here in LA, he always bashed Kobe.
Yeah, on nobody's list, that's harsh.
I think because he's a Jordan guy. something like that. You know,
that's what's rough about fandom. Sometimes it's like you're either one or the other. You know, by you being one, it's like pushes out the other person. You know, and that's just ridiculous. You know.
Yeah, nah, Kobe in this decade was still good. He was still averaging like 24 points a game. I mean,
solid player.
I mean, he scored 60 points.
But that was my question. I was just because I mean, obviously, if you want to be a good NFL team, you're gonna need a quarterback. You want to be a good basketball team, you're gonna actually need a good guard or a good shooter, basically, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's true.
I was just curious about that shit because it's like everyone always talks about the greatest and all this shit. I could not tell you the greatest quarterback because you can't say Aaron Rodgers is. He's had a couple good years, but he's not the greatest.
No.
Same thing with Favre. No one ever talks about Greasy because Greasy went undefeated, but remember, Greasy didn't play the whole fucking season either. He was hurt.
Those quarterbacks in the 70s, most of them, you look at their stats, they're throwing like 120 yards a game. It was all running back then, pretty much.
Yeah.
So, yeah, pretty much. But we're going to get off sports. Fellas, it's been a long time, and I always see you watching some shit on the couch there, Brian. So what the hell you been watching, man?
So had the kids over the weekend. We watched Hobbs and Shaw. Mm-hmm. Hobbs and Shaw was actually really good. I know Tyrese is talking the gang and shit, but that's Tyrese. But Hobbs and Shaw is good. The Rock and Jason Statham, they get along really well together. They were funny, man. It was hilarious, I thought. So I definitely recommend Hobbs and Shaw. I didn't see it, but I've heard mixed reviews about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I've heard nothing good.
I heard good things, and I heard a couple guys were like,
Okay.
Is it out?
You know, but everyone says that Brad Pitt is the shit. But I'm still gonna go see it. And then I watched. Then the kids and I we watched Angry Birds 2. And that was I liked the first one, and the second one's just as funny. I'm a big Jason Sudeikis guy, and he's the dude's fucking funny. But I'm gonna say something real fast because I've been watching this podcast. I've been listening to Bill Simmons. It's called The Rewatchables. It's on Spotify, and they rewatch movies. I think I've talked about this before. And I listened to The Rewatchable for one of my favorite movies is Collateral, with Tom Hanks. Michael Mann directed it. Tom Cruise, and Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, that's a good.
But the one thing was that I tripped me the fuck out was Michael Mann directed that. Michael Mann also directed the movie Heat, which Mike you haven't seen yet.
Yeah.
Michael Mann. If you watch the movie Heat, every scene Robert De Niro's dressed up in suits, and the same way Tom Cruise was in Collateral. Michael Mann was like it was pretty much the same character. I didn't fucking know that because they were both hitmen pretty much. It was interesting.
I wonder if they're going off the Iceman.
I don't know, but it was real interesting, dude. Because I kept listening. He goes, if you look at Tom Cruise's character, he's always dressed up. Same thing, and he's killing people. Same thing with Robert De Niro in Heat. He's all dressed up in GQ shit, killing people. It was interesting and shit like that. And both movies are based in LA, which is cool. I just tripped me out. Yeah. But yeah, that's all about that. And I've been watching a little bit of the series called The Boys. Yeah. If you haven't seen The Boys, Amazon Prime or stream it, it is the shit. And Elizabeth Shue, you're fucking good looking.
Don't fuck with the babysitter.
Don't fuck with the babysitter. Leaving Las Vegas. But if you haven't watched The Boys,
have you finished it?
No, I'm only on episode. Now I'm on 3.
All right, I'm not gonna say nothing. Watched it all.
Nah.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, I heard it. It's really good. It's one of the best series out there, they say.
It's very interesting. There's a lot of scenes in there that the way that Deadpool was funny and played the whole thing about being a superhero funny, they pander the part about it just being more serious and just really, I don't know, I can't even describe it really. Just the funniness that they do of just if you were a superhero and if that superhero might not have been such a quote unquote great person, just right off the bat stuff and everything that it goes along with that. dynamic of them being like just human beings for one thing, and then also just being horrible people is just hilarious.
That's what I like about it.
Yeah, you've got to, I recommend watching that show, and you got to watch it all the way to the end. It's really, really funny. I enjoyed it a lot.
Well, that's pretty much it, man. What about you, Mike? What you watching?
I was watching The Boys, like we just got done talking about. I've been watching a series on Showtime called Shangri-La, and it's about fuck, I just had a brain fart on the guy. The producer, the Run DMC guy, Rick Rubin. It's about,
I seen that. I seen the preview of that shit. Is it good?
Yeah, really enjoyable. He talks. It just goes about Shangri-La, the place that he has in Malibu, and all the stuff that he does in the studio, and all the different people that he had, and kind of talks about his career a little bit. You know, they touch base on that. They jump in and out. Really enjoyable if you're a music fan, because I believe he's just such a music fan. Also, where he does everything. You know, he's done stuff with Johnny Cash, Run DMC, you know, everybody. You watch this thing and you're just amazed by all the different people. He doesn't care. You know, he goes from this to this genre. And he even jokes around about how people say that he doesn't really do anything. He just sits there and lets people, you know, he sits there barefooted and meditates and listens to music and doesn't really do anything. But in actuality, he just lets these artists be artists and go. I loved it, man. It's definitely a good documentary to watch. 4 parts, or I think it's a 4-part series on Showtime. I'm enjoying that with Laura. Also, you know, hey, on Netflix, I love Queer Eye. Another great show. The last season wasn't as good and so heartfelt, you know, but this one was really good. It kind of brought back to me from the first season, and second season is really good. If you want a good feel good TV show, I definitely recommend watching that. And then also the Irishman drops trailer. Watch that.
Got me goosebumps, man.
Yeah, it got me chills. I did not know they were going to do the computer graphics to make them younger. I didn't know that was a part of the thing. I didn't know anything. I enjoyed it. I heard they're getting a lot of grief over that online, but I thought it was excellent.
So what do you think? They should have had like just some younger characters play them?
No, I think it was totally fine. But any single time they do this, they fucking, the internet sucks, dude. It blows up. Everybody has something to say, and everybody's a critic, you know. And me going in there not knowing that they were going to do this, I had no problem with it. I understand. I'd rather, if they have this technology, why not do it? I mean, maybe a couple of years ago I had a problem with it. It kind of threw me off with Tron when Jeff Bridges did it, but I was still okay with it. You know, I still understood what they were trying to do. You know, it took me out every now and then, but I still.
You got Scorsese directing it, De Niro, Pesci's
back.
I mean, fuck, you won me over with that shit. And then there's more too.
Yeah, and then who I'm so excited to see in more drama movies is Joe Romano. Romano's in it.
Ray
Romano's in it. I'm so excited.
He's in the movie.
But I'm so excited for him. He was in a show on Parenthood.
Harvey Keitel's in there.
Okay, I did not know that.
Sebastian Maniscalco's in there, the comedian.
I love that dude. I'm such a huge fan of that guy, Maniscalco.
Oh man, when he fucking talks about shit. Oh yeah.
Yeah, both of those stand-ups that he's done, man. I think I talked about it one time on this, but he did another one too, and I just love his stuff. He's even been on Comedians in Cars with Coffee twice. You know, he brought him.
He's pretty good.
Yeah,
he starts talking about his dad, my dad. Yeah. He's good. But no lie, when you sent us the link, dude, and then I watched it, I'm like, fuck. It just brought back like the Goodfellas, the Carlito's Way. It just brought back everything. Like, fuck yeah, dude. And that's gonna be Scorsese's last film.
Yeah, a lot nowadays we're not doing so many crazy mobster movies, you know.
It's been a while, man. So we were due for one, and like you said, Joe Pesci hasn't been in a movie since what was the movie with De Niro and Matt Damon? Angelina Jolie's in it.
Departed. Oh.
No, not The Departed. I gotta look it up. But anyways, that was his last movie. So yeah.
Why is Scorsese done? Is he too old? You want to do it no more? How old is he?
I don't know. I don't think I've ever really watched an interview about him describing why he's not doing
The Good Shepherd. Sorry. The Good Shepherd.
I haven't watched.
No, Scorsese's done so many fucking. He'll look, bro. It's like fucking Too Short. Album number 10. He's like album number 25 now.
He is.
Album number 30, playing at fucking Riverside across the street in the fucking park.
E40's on album number 29 supposedly right now.
So you know what? I bet. And what sucks though about this movie is I can't wait to see it. But what sucks is that because Steven Spielberg makes such a fucking tiff about Netflix movies, they're gonna have to show it in movie theaters as well as on Netflix. And all because of Spielberg. Mike, you and I had this chat before. It was like it was stupid. It's like, dude, because you know what sucked was that DreamWorks was supposed to do it, they dropped out of it. I forgot. I think Universal was supposed to do it, they dropped out of it. Netflix said, "Fuck no, we'll front you the money." And it's like, okay, they bought the movies, so why don't they just,
Yeah.
You know what? That whole thing's gonna get squashed because we've talked about this. I mean, we need these directors like Scorsese to come out and do this stuff and just show them that it doesn't fucking matter where they put these movies at. It's stupid. It's just a way for old Hollywood to that whole show anyways is stupid. All they're doing is selling movies anyways on that fucking show. That pisses me off. I mean, I enjoy the Oscars, I really do, but when they start blackballing things that are like that, I think that's wrong. A
lot of the nominees for like Best Picture, those are movies I've never seen.
No, they don't have anything for comedy or anything like that. Like some of those things, like to me, like some of that stuff that Jim Carrey does and all, like he used to do, like that stuff's hard. I don't care what you say. And what's his name? The legend. I'm drawing a blank on his name. The guy that does the Anchorman. I mean, he is so brilliant.
Will Ferrell?
Yeah, dude. Like as an actor to be able to do that type of stuff, I think that's great. Like Tom Cruise. Dang, we're having a problem with Toms today.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise when he did that that army one with I'm thinking of Robert Downey Jr. Right? He wasn't in that, right? Robert Downey Jr. was in Tropic Down Thunder. Tom Cruise was in there, wasn't he? Didn't he have like?
He was the bald guy.
Yeah,
he was.
He was in there. Yeah,
he was hilarious.
Yeah, and it just shows. I don't know. I just think that's stupid. Comedy needs its own thing too.
Speaking of that, I listened to an interview about with Marlon Wayans today, and he's talking about he has a movie.
He's been doing work.
He has a movie coming out on Netflix called Sextuplets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So usually they'll have like he'll do the scene, but then they'll have the I don't know how they do it, video of a person. And another person. So basically, he said we didn't do it that way.
He got his brother.
I'm talking to somebody, but there's nobody there, and then I switched my makeup up, and I'm the other. Basically, he's all six of his brothers because they were lost at birth or something like that. How the movie goes. So he's six different characters. So he'll do all the movements like he's talking to somebody here. Switch makeup, and then he'll play that scene and go back and forth. That shit's hard.
Yeah.
Oh, he was talking about that. I'm like, God damn, I'm about to watch this.
Yeah, and like even like him, he's been in the game since he was born, with his family and stuff almost, and I Googled him a couple of times ago when I was watching his show on Netflix that I really like. I don't even think it's a Netflix original, but one of the shows I like with him. Mm-hmm. He's young. He's barely over. Yeah. I'm like, dude, I would, I've been seeing him forever, so maybe I think he
started out so young.
Exactly, and I just think that he's supposed to be older, but I'm like, dude, the guy's like right there. He's been working, and then I think he just did a stand up on Netflix, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
and then now this
a while ago, it's funny.
And so he's doing. I'm glad. Hey, keep on paying the Wayne man to do movies. Bring Damon back. Bring Kean.
Wayne Head.
Hey, I would be bad. Hey, if Netflix was smart, man, they'd be talking to them about at least In Living Color.
Big time.
Hell yeah.
If they could bring that back right now on Netflix and do that.
It'll be so raw on Netflix. So raw.
That would be good.
Yeah.
What you watching, BJ?
I honestly, I've been watching a lot of documentaries on KCET, home of That's Amazing. About a series called Lost LA, and they're talking about the history of LA, and I always forget but it reminded me of how Dodger Stadium was built. Chavez Ravine,
Yeah.
how they kicked them all out, took over the land. But it was crazy showing how that area looked before Dodger Stadium was built there. Nice home, a lot of Hispanic families there. Nice hills, little farmlands, but it looked nice. But just how they got kicked out, it's kind of messed
Shady.
up. Plus, how they built Dodger Stadium, the mountain where Dodger Stadium's on, it was higher. It was a high mountain.
Excavate.
So they pretty much trimmed down the mountain, and they kind of put the stadium in the mountain. How they built it. So it's like it's weird. But I was watching that shit. I was tripping off of that. And they have different documentaries about the food. Just how people settled there in LA, how LA looked like back in the day, stuff like that. So I've been watching I don't know, it's probably like 22 episodes of it called Lost LA. So they came out probably a couple years ago, I guess, or so. Yeah, some recent, but I've been watching that on it's on. I've been watching it on YouTube though. They'll have all the episodes. If you go to KCET's YouTube channel, they have a bunch of other stuff too. This is interesting. I like kind of like stuff like that. Random.
Oh, that's good, man.
Yeah, good documentaries about some stuff you didn't know about, So
I've always been I've watched a couple documentaries. I've always been fascinated with the Salton Sea, because not the movie. I like the movie, but I've always been fascinated with the Salton.
They talked about that too. I was watching something on that. Yeah,
it's just so weird how all of a sudden this fucking thing from Colorado River got this water, and it's just so fucking weird. And I've been fascinated with it ever since it's been around, and what they were trying to do with it back in the day and how it is now, and they fucking got rid of Hugh Hauser in a minute. So
it was a popular site. A lot of people go out there, have fun, and then
Palm Springs before,
Yeah, it was the spot down there, though.
It was crazy, man.
But yeah,
I gotta say a quick shout out. I don't know if you guys just saw in the news. Danny Trejo just saved a baby.
How?
Out in still, I guess the car overturned and the baby. Danny Trejo fucking broke the window and shit and grabbed the baby out of a fucking overturned car. So you got to give a shout out to Machete. He's on the news right now talking about it.
Nice.
But yeah,
it's good shit right there. I like that.
Fuck yeah, man. That's crazy shit, dog. Yeah. What are we listening to, boys? Mike, what you listening to?
I have been listening to. First, I was listening to "Bandana" by Freddie Gibbs and Madlibs. They did an album together.
Fire.
Yeah, that album was really good. I don't think I completely completed it though. This is a couple. We've been off for a little bit, so I've been listening to that. I got to go back and listen to it more, but I've been on this Lost Boys YBN Corday. Album is fire. This young kid, I mean, he's got bars. He can freestyle too. I've heard him on the wake. I think on Flex. Mm-hmm. Fire, man, fire. I thought his stuff was good, but every single track on this thing is a good song, good beat. And it's got some different styles that he brings.
Great collabs on this album.
Very good collabs. He's got what's the one I'm trying to think of? Anderson .Paak is on one is produced by J. Cole, which was fire. That album, underrated producer. But yeah, all that stuff, all his things. Pusha T was on one of them.
Chance, Meek Mill, Ty Dolla $ign, Pusha T.
Chance he's just a Chicago boy. Corday is a Chicago boy, so I think he showed him love. And even one of the tracks that are on there sounds like an old school Chance song that I think Chance needs to get very much back to is Juice. Very good song by Chance the Rapper. If you haven't heard that one, Juice. But he kind of plays and you can kind of hear it in that song, so he's just showing him his love. But I thought every song was good, man. I went back and I listened to it 3 times, front to back, just so good. I'm so excited to see what this kid can do. And I think he's got his whole little crew. They're all in white
YBN,
and they got like a little crew, and they're all youngsters, man. So
kind of like the ASAP crew.
Exactly, kind of like the ASAP crew.
Okay.
I think it's like Young Billionaire something. I don't know what exactly it is.
When I first heard his name, probably like a year ago, I thought it was like one of those like Little Uzi kind of rappers. Or
me too.
Like I
I
don't think I ever heard a song, but I'm like, I'm not even trying to listen to that. But when I heard I saw a video of him in the Anderson .Paak song on YouTube, and I was like, "Oh,
was it the one with Jimmy Fallon?"
Yeah.
Yeah, and that thing, I love it. That reminds me of the '90s of the two collabos where they go back and forth. It's not just one cipher, another cipher, where they go back and forth like that. I'm a sucker for that.
Yeah.
I think that's just such a nice thing that when they write like that, and they go back and forth, and then just having fun too. You could tell when they were doing that. It's just like even in the song they're kind of laughing. Which was reminiscent to the '90s.
Yeah.
So. Other than that, listening to not much else that I can really come off the top of my head right now, man. Just going back and listening to some old stuff here and there. Okay. How about you, B?
Besides the YB and Corday, and then the what's the other one?
Bandanas.
The Bandanas. I don't know if did I ever talk about the Nas?
No, those little mix drops that he's been doing. He hasn't dropped.
No, it's a full album. It's called Lost Tapes 2. It's a full album.
I didn't know it came all the way out. So that's volume 2 then from his first one. Okay.
Yeah, Lost Tapes 1. The first one came out like what? 2004, something like that.
Okay.
No, because the last album he came out with was produced by Kanye. It was only 7 tracks.
I liked some of that.
I liked it. I like some people like, well, Kanye. But I listen to Nas for lyrics, not his beats. That's just me. When I listen to Nas, I'm listening to what he's saying, not his beats.
Yeah. I never really thought of him as. I like Alchemist. Don't get me wrong, but I never really.
Yeah.
I know because he wasn't producing every single thing that he did, but I didn't listen to Nas for his exactly like you said.
So this album beat selection is better. Lyrics are on point. More songs. It's the Lost Tapes is pretty much. You go. I think. Tracks from Hip Hop Is Dead till his last album. So these are older songs put in the collaboration.
Okay. And are they doing them differently or just running the older songs?
Okay. Because Hip Hop Is Dead came out in 2005 or 6.
Yeah. So
you go from there, and then whatever albums he came on after that, there's just songs that didn't make the albums. And he decided.
Okay, I see.
That's how the first Lost Tape was. It was from his first album until then. Songs that didn't make the album that he wanted to put in, or maybe he lost them.
Okay.
So I don't know why he called it the Lost Tapes, but I like the variety of different producers he has on here. Alchemist, the RZA, Swiss Beats, just different producers he had on this one. I was like, okay, I like it. I was pretty digging it. I was digging it. Also, I was listening to some older stuff, but I'll let Brian talk about that one. But a new BJ the Chicago Kid. BJ the Chicago Kid, I've always been a fan of. First time I heard him was on an old Kendrick Lamar mixtape way back in the day, before Kendrick was even popular. Love his sound. He has this track on there with Anderson .Paak. Mm-hmm. Anderson .Paak is just anything he's touching right now is pretty dope.
Yeah. He's
dope.
He's kind of he's kind of fire right now.
Yeah. So
he's got that style that is just I don't know. He just brings that wherever he goes, and I think he just elevates the game of whoever he's even on it with him.
Yeah, and plus his verse on that first song with B the Chicago Kid was pretty dope. I was like, damn, he can rap, like really rap.
You said that a long time ago. I think when we were talking about his album when it came out, you said that right off the bat. We were talking about how he can sing and drum and do all this stuff, and you're just like, nah, but he can rap. Don't let it get it twisted.
Yeah, he really can rap. So I'm really digging it. It's a good smooth album. B the Chicago Kid. Been a fan for a while now, and that's about it. And I listened to something else, but I'm gonna let Brian take over on that one. Something from the old school.
Because you're so cool.
It's so cool.
It's a group called OGC. The other OGC. So last week I like listening to rap jazz or jazz rap. Spotify has 2 of them, and all of a sudden this came up, and this beat, it's got a little blackout. Rock Wild. It's got the Rock Wilder, a little bit of the Rock Wilder beats to it.
Mm-hmm.
But the song's called No Fear by OGC. And I come home, I told B, I'm like, B, you ever heard this? And right away he was like, who the fuck is that?
That's what I was curious about, B. You've never even heard of him?
No, you know what?
It blew me away.
He asked me, and I go, "Who do you think this is?" And I go, "It sounds like Buckshot, or maybe Helter Skelter." And he told me, "No, it's OGC." I'm like, "OGC? Who the fuck is?" Looked it up. They are part of the boot camp click. Buckshot, Helter Skelter, Smith and Wesson, and I was like, "That's the sound sounded so familiar." I was like, "That's why I thought it was them because they sound fucking similar." Yeah. But I can't believe I've never heard of them part of that clique. I heard everybody else in there, but OGC. Now, I'm like, how did I miss this? Because this shit was dope.
And that album, the whole album was fucking good. The Storm, the album was the shit. Big Tigger's on there.
Big
Tigger's on there. Bumping that. And then there's a guy kind of reminds me of Anderson .Paak a little bit. His name's Lucky Day, Daye. The album's called Painted. Good shit, man. Real good. It's got a little. It reminds me of Khalid. It reminds me of fucking Anderson. Anderson .Paak is the shit. Mm-hmm. If Anderson .Paak's an A+, Lucky Day, in my opinion, is like a B, if that. He's real good. Good.
How you spelling that again? Though? How you spelling that?
Daye.
Lucky Day. Yeah, Daye.
Oh, okay. I think I've listened to this dude. I thought he was fire. Some of
good shit. Good shit, man. It was really good. And then I texted Mike because we grew up listening to the guy. I told you to be Soundgarden has a Live at the Artist's Den album, and fuck, man, like it's just so good. And like I texted Mike, it's so good, but it makes you so sad. And it's just you listen to Chris Cornell and all their songs. Like I've never listened to My Wave live, and they play My Wave on there, and it's just everything. The way his vocal cords are, it's got a little Freddie Mercury, the way he does it. But it's such a fucking good album, dude. It's like, God damn it, you know. And it was just really, really good live album. I'm not a big live album guy, but that one was the shit.
Yeah. Speaking of, what is the best live album?
I know mine, but
Zeppelin. Michael has the album, but my dad had the Zeppelin live album, and holy shit!
I'll try to find that.
Yeah, it's on there. What's yours?
Mine's Nirvana Unplugged. I don't know if that constitutes
that's a good
that's a damn good one right there.
I think that's honestly still to this day one of my favorite albums. Period. You know, it would
be a really good one.
I'm gonna throw up like 10. It is up there. I mean, I listened to that thing nonstop as a kid in junior high, and I don't know. There's nothing better than the way I'm a sucker for acoustic. So
yeah. They got to bring Unplugged back because they were on there. STP was on there. Alice in Chains was on there.
My favorite.
Yeah, I remember Kurt Cobain.
Jay-Z's Unplugged.
Yeah, Jay-Z. Yeah.
Jay-Z's was good too. I think he was the last one to kind of do it, right?
The Roots.
Maxwell did one too. Did you listen to Maxwell's?
I don't know if I remember Maxwell's, but
Maxwell's was great too. Yes, it was.
Yeah,
that was a great.
They got to bring Unplugged.
Yeah.
I mean, nowadays they do that on YouTube all the fucking time, but even if that's just if that's your gig, like Tiny Desk is, you know, if you just did acoustics and that was all you did, you know, that would be fucking awesome. Go have a campfire and have some dudes play and record that shit somehow.
Out of the MTV Unplugged, I think the most popular song was the Jewel song she did live on there. What's that popular song by Jewel?
You Were Made for Me?
No, you're not talking about Jewel. You're talking about
Alanis Morissette?
No, I think
Jewel.
Oh,
Alanis Morissette, the singer. He
was talking about that bald-headed girl.
No, Jewel, the blonde-headed
Connor.
Badu?
No. Crazy girl. Nothing compares to you.
Oh, Sinead O'Connor.
Yeah. That was Unplugged, and that was huge for that one.
Yeah, that was big.
Right, that was Unplugged, right? I'm not like tripping. Okay.
I don't know
which one B's talking about. Jewel.
Jewel.
It's one of the most popular songs. This is the night.
You Were Made for Me.
I don't know.
Who Will Save Your Soul?
There you go. Yes. The Unplugged version was like super popular when I came out. It was played everywhere.
Huh.
You remember?
You're showing your white card right now, B.
Yeah, everywhere, Doug. You know, I want to be a music producer. I listen to everything, Doug.
He's all like, I got one hand in my pocket.
I listen to everything, though. Yeah. 90s.
Yeah, and that was 90s though. We
90s,
all listened to everything.
You were so exposed to different kind of music in the 90s. It was lovely. You had so many different lanes you could go to. Now,
what if God was one of us?
But do you find that odd that like hip hop is just completely taken over?
We were talking about that because when we listened to OGC, we were like, dude, this was when the beat and everything. Because now it's rap is different, dude.
Yeah, but even then though, don't you remember people just like hating on rap? Like, and I don't know, maybe times that we grew up on it, and now that we're getting older, but it's complete. Like I can't remember that many. I remember what it used to be rock bands and rappers. I mean, it was a big thing. MTV was split in a lot of ways.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you think about it, like I know way more rappers than I know. I know new rock bands. You know,
see, I'm different. I know more. I know you guys know more about rap. I know more about like the alternative music and shit.
New, like new,
right now.
Not
the last 5 years.
Oh,
yeah, we all know about a lot of rock bands.
Yeah,
us here. But what I'm saying is like new music.
Like I just found out about Marshmello, and I never heard of him.
Oh, he's a DJ, right?
DJ.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about Marshmello. I'm like, who the fuck is Marshmello?
Is he good?
I don't know anything about. Harlow, my daughter told me about him.
No.
I was like, I don't. Yeah, you don't know Marshmello? I'm like, I don't know Marshmello. Like I just found out about Lil Nas, shit.
Lil Nas X, huh?
Yeah, but you can forget about that though too. At the same time,
that's a one-hit wonder right there. That's all it is. Hey, biggest song ever.
Hey, rock on, man! Congratulations. I don't
do what you gotta do.
I don't understand how something like that become the biggest number one hit ever.
One hit wonder, dog.
Ever.
Ever.
After the fucking Baja Man, dog. Who let the dogs out? You know what I'm
saying? Macarena and shit. I don't know.
Oh no. What we got for some picks, boys? Come on, B. What you got for a pick, homie?
Pick my nose. I really don't have a pick.
I can
shaking are you a shaker or you a wiper, B?
I shake that shit.
Shake it like a soft shaker.
Sing it like a soft
shaker. Yeah. I got to pick it. My pick goes back to music, but it's not anything. Just check out a guy by the name of DJ Rectangle. No, I'm sorry. Of course not DJ Rectangle. Of course, actually check out DJ Rectangle too if you need to check out DJs. It's great. But no, DJ Lobster Dust. If we're talking about music that we both like rock, we both like rap. To me, like this guy does mashups, and we all know what mashups are. But I think he does the coolest mashups. Is DJ Lobster Dust. I don't think he does too much anymore. You can possibly go to his maybe archaic website and download a lot of his stuff, but that guy is fire. Even if you want to just play that at a party and let that play and watch people hear a song that they know the music to, and then but somebody's singing something completely different, and just watch their face. DJ Lobster Dust. Anyways, that's my pick. Go find him.
Yeah, I got a pick. I do have a pick. I forgot to talk about it earlier. If you guys ever remember on 92.3 The Beat back in the day, there was a DJ called DJ Mellow D. He was my favorite DJ ever because anytime he did his mix, it was fucking super dope how he would mix. He's part of the Beat Junkie crew. And it's been years since he's not on the radio no more, but he's still DJing that stuff. So I haven't heard from him forever. DJ Premier, I follow on Instagram, posted something that he posted, DJ Melody posted on Instagram. I was like, oh shit, that's DJ Melody. Clicked on him, found out the Beat Junkies have a DJ in school in LA if you want to learn how to be a DJ. Starting from ages 10 and up. They have beginner classes, intermediate, if your skills is up there, you just want to go and kind of fine tune it, you can go there. It's in Glendale, and I looked at the videos of it. It's pretty dope. Back in high school when I wanted to be a DJ, I would have loved to go to that school. Love to go to that school, especially to learn from the Beat Junkies.
Legend.
Yeah, you got like 4 or 5 of them teaching you how to DJ. So it's called, I don't know, Mixmaster or something. I don't know. Just look up Beat Junkies School or something like that. It's in Glendale, California. If anybody wants to learn how to DJ, if you're young, if you're old, or you just like, I want to learn how to DJ like proper. They start off the first 6 months, I think, with vinyl or something like that, learning how to scratch vinyl and do all the other stuff. And then you get into the digital, like the Serato and doing that stuff like most DJs use now in clubs and stuff like that. So pretty cool though.
Yeah. Beat Junkies were my underground hip hop, man.
Yes.
DJ Babu, yeah. They were with all the great guys, Visionaries, Tumac. They did all that stuff with those guys, man. So that's awesome. And I believe nowadays with how everybody's making beats and doing all this stuff, it's just a matter of time before that kind of gets resurrected again. I know it's always there; it's always been in the game, but I can see eventually that becoming a lost art where it's going to come back around.
Yeah.
What about you, Brian?
Welcome to Brian's Grooming Corner, brought to you by KY.
Scrub your ass and shake your ass.
No, I'm gonna stay on that topic. I'm gonna go with one-ply toilet paper. I think one-ply toilet paper lasts you a lot longer.
It does.
So I don't have any picks this time, man. But I'm gonna say one-ply toilet paper this time because two-ply only lasts a little bit. One-ply can last you about a full week.
Yeah, but your hand goes through that shit.
Damn, you must be a fucking hard wiper, dog. Goddamn.
And sometimes that shit fucking. I'm like, god damn it. Hey, don't act like you never have the nutty off.
No, it's happened. That's why I don't fuck with one-ply.
Yeah, I don't fuck with one-ply either.
Yeah.
So I got one-ply for life. That's what my tattoo says. One-ply, Por Vida.
No.
So, but that's it. I don't have any grooming quarters this time. Next time I'll have something for you guys.
Okay, it's all good.
Actually, hold on. You know what? Fuck it. Hold on. Because I see Mike drinking it, and I'm hooked on it. Yetis. A Yeti water bottle is gonna be your best friend, or any kind of Yeti or a cooler, but it'll last you.
It's a protein shaker.
Yeah, no lie. Because I go in Addicts every day, and my fucking water bottle is always in the fucking sun, and it's like baking in my car. And there's still ice in that shit 12 hours later, So I got to give a shout out to the Yetis and all those kind of like canister makers and stuff like that because they do save your ass and shit, man.
I've got 2 Yetis. I got the 32 ounce or 64 ounce. I got 2 of them. I got one in my office that I try to drink 3 of those a day. And then I got one. I got gifted one. So now I have one at the house. Yeah. That right there is what I'm doing right now is for my car. But yeah, I love that stuff, man. They're good shit. If their fucking ice chests weren't so expensive, I'd buy one.
Yes, sir. So that's what I got.
So I say, thank you guys for hanging in there with us. We will try to make them more routine, like we've always talked about. But we are 3 busy people that have 3 different lives. That it's hard for us to get together. But you hang in there. We'll definitely try to keep on putting these things together, guys.
Peace out.
Thanks for listening.
Later on. Bye-bye.
Subscribe to B.M.B Podcast on iTunes to listen, comment, and review. And you can also listen on YouTube and podbean.com. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at B.M.B Podcast 3, and also on our Facebook fan page where you can vote on polls and stay up to date on future podcast episodes.